Hey everyone, we just took Jerome Ford here in the fifth. Jerome had a very productive college career at Cincinnati. We're excited about adding another fast playmaker to our running back room. So that's why we chose Jerome here in the fifth. With that, I'll take questions.
Having, a pretty robust room, what's the thinking in adding another guy?
Yeah, I think we are very happy with our running back room as it currently stands, but no different than any other position where we're always going to be looking to add competition. And, I think Jerome is going to do that. Jerome is a fast, explosive runner. And we're always going to be looking to add playmakers and give Coach Stefanski pieces to play with on offense. So that's why, we chose Jerome here.
Cincinnati.
Return game experience.
He hasn't at the University of Cincinnati, but he has worked on it in practice. So that is something that, Coach Preef will work with him here.
See, he got involved in the pass game a little bit this past year. I guess how appealing was that to you guys knowing some of the things you like to run?
Sure. Jerome showed very consistent and confident hands this year. And no different than any other player. Like, we're looking for versatility both in the running and passing game, and feel comfortable of him adding that skill set here.
Obviously, adding him to that room, you guys took Dimitrik last year.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys still view Dimitrik as a running back? Is he more of a receiver? How do you kind of view him?
Yeah. So AB's addressed this in the past. Dimitrik will be in the running back room moving forward. But like I said earlier, we are going to concentrate on adding competition to each and every room, and the running back room's no different.
It is crowded like that. How do you get, not that you make these decisions, but how does a rookie like Jerome, how's he going to get playing time?
Yeah, I think, what Jerome adds to our offense, like I've said, is electric speed, burst, explosion, and we are going to work with him on his kick return ability on special teams. And so, he's really going to have to, work obviously with the competition that we have in place. But we think he's going to be a nice playmaker for us.
In Cincinnati, which has obviously changed its profile in the last couple of years. Do you look at his games, though, against Notre Dame and Alabama with a little, look at those a little deeper than maybe it's some of the other competition that he played against?
No, not necessarily. We look at multiple games over multiple seasons. And Jerome has proven throughout the course of this year, he averaged 6.1 yards per carry, had 19 touchdowns over the season. I think he did a really nice job in some big moments in other games. In the AAC Conference Championship game, had a really nice game against Houston. So not necessarily, we don't put too much weight on those bigger games, but, like I said, we really try to look over multiple seasons and over multiple games. So.
Started at Alabama doesn't hurt his resume either, right?
No, absolutely not.
Kareem Hunt, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I appreciate the question. I'm not going to comp the player, but again, see a fast, explosive playmaking runner for us.
When you're evaluating a guy like that, how can you tell whether he's hit his ceiling yet or what extra growth might be there and what skill sets that he can develop once he's coached by the best that there are in the business?
Sure, that's a really good question. I think specifically with Jerome here, he's shown very good acceleration, very good speed. Other things that we can help him improve on are his patience and things that Stump, has identified as areas of improvement. And I think with those more technical things, when you identify those as areas that he can improve in, then you really feel good about, hey, this is a player that we think hasn't hit his ceiling yet. But he's shown those tools that are critical for a running back to have and have success with. And so, those are some of the things that we'll look for as areas, for growth.
a moment or anything that he did where you thought that stood out?
You know, he really hit the scene fast this year. In his first game against Miami, he had 2 really long runs, and you know, he really came on strong as the season went on. Obviously, Cincinnati had a very good season, but I mean, he really exploded onto the scene early this season, and I would say he made a name for himself early on.